Hi and welcome to another little log slice painting. If you didn't see my last one of the fox, I will link it up in the top corner so you can go ahead and watch that one. This one's kind of much the same. I gessoed my log slices before painting them, and this time I'm doing a little Highland cow. I really enjoyed doing the Highland cows. I've actually resisted doing Highland cows for a very long time. I felt like they were maybe a little bit cliche. There's an awful lot of Highland cow paintings here in Scotland, and a lot of artists do Highland cows, and some of them I'm not so keen on. I'm not naming any names, but for that reason I kind of put off doing Highland cows for a long time. And then I caved in and I did this Highland cow and realised why people do Highland cows, because they're lots of fun to paint, but also people really love Highland cows. There's something so cute about their shaggy little hair that goes over their eyes and so on, and I think I sold almost every single Highland cow log slice that I did, so obviously Highland cows are quite popular. So here I'm using the acrylic inks like I did for my last piece, and just like with the last piece, I only put out a very small amount onto my palette because it dries super quick, and I'm using a combination of different browns and reds and oranges and white, and painting fairly quickly to get the colours to blend naturally as I'm painting, but also I do want the kind of like strands of hair to show as I'm painting, so I'm working fairly loosely as well so that the hair strands will show up and give us this kind of indication of the shaggy hair of the Highland cow. When we were in Scotland this year, well, I know I live in Scotland the whole time, but every year Karen Campbell and Jenny Mano and myself do a Scottish castle art retreat. Last year was our first year, and we've got one again coming up this year, which I think is already fully booked. And we went on a couple of excursions where we go around the countryside and take our paints with us and do some different paintings around various different places in the Scottish countryside. It's lots of fun, and the women on the retreat were determined that they wanted to see Highland cows, and luckily our bus driver was so helpful. He got into the whole spirit of trying to hunt out these Highland cows, and he found out from a local shopkeeper where there was a field of Highland cows, and he did this huge big, turn around and a bit of a detour in his bus so that he could stop so that we could get a little bit of a photo Highland cow opportunity, which was quite exciting for especially the women that came on the retreat. I see Highland cows all the time, but if you're coming from another country, you're not likely to see them unless you come to Scotland, and there's something so cute about seeing them in a field. So we got our photo opportunity with the Highland cows. So if you were one of the ladies on the retreat and you were with us when we were doing this, then I want you to know that while I'm painting this Highland cow, I'm thinking of all of you. So I wanted to ask you a few questions that you could maybe leave the answers to in the comments, or you could ask me questions in the comments below. And the first one is, if you were going to be painting a wood slice, what kind of thing would you like to see painted on it? Give me some suggestions. I could maybe do some more videos of these, or I'm also actually thinking of doing a dedicated class to it, an online class. I have an online art school. It's called Lucy's Art Lab. At the moment there are 2 or 3 gel printing classes. 2 of them are gel printing classes, and the other one is a sort of combined gel printing and digital art class, and I've got a watercolor class in there. I am planning on doing some more watercolor classes in the very near future. And I'm also thinking of doing some gouache classes, but I did have some requests to do a class on painting these wood slices. And if it was you and you were taking a class in doing these wood slices, what kind of things would you like to see painted on them? Would it be these kinds of animals or something else? I think I've got quite a variety of animals. You'll see at the end of this video, I've got a little photo montage of some of my other animals that I painted on the wood slices. But it's always handy to hear from you what kinds of animals or things that you would like to see painted on these. I probably will not start painting them again until closer to next Christmas season, because they're my kind of big Christmas seller. But it's always good to know for then what kind of things I can paint, so I don't get bored painting the same thing over and over again. And my other question is really just, as we're starting into this new year, what kind of content would you like to see on this channel? I really need to get a little bit more oomph going with getting videos made. I am going to be releasing as soon as possible a new book on gel printing. So it's going to be a book that kind of accompanies my online class, which is called Imprinted, and it will be all things gel printing. So are there certain things that you would like to see in that book, or are there certain things that you would like to see on this channel that might help you in that respect, or with any other kinds of forms of art media? Let me know. I am going to be putting together a kind of a working list for myself to come up with the next sort of bunch of videos. So it's always good to know what people would like to see. So thanks very much for watching this one, and if you like my channel, please subscribe to it. It always helps, and thank you very much, and I shall see you in the next video.